What's up, everybody? How are you? I pray that you are having a amazing, amazing, awesome, fantastic day. I hope y'all are having a good one. I hope it's been a good day for you, and I hope that you have maximized every single thing that you set out to do. Hey, everybody that's coming on. I know y'all probably saw me jamming. I figured instead of y'all just watching it, I jam with y'all. Hey, what's up? Hey, Nisha, how are you, daughter? Hey, Mama Marie, what's up, daughter? How are you? Hey, Destiny, I love you so much. Hey, Marie, how are you? What's up, Minister Charmaine? Hey, daughter, love you so much. Let's see. Genesis, hey. What's up, Jakayla? How are you, Jeremy? And who else on here? I can't see everybody else. Let me see who else is on here so I can greet you in the name of the Lord Jesus the Christ. I think we have, okay, there we go. All right, let me see who else is on here. Lorraine. Hey, Lorraine. What's up, Prophetess Eva? How are you? Let's see. Sherelle, hey Sherelle, what's up, Zach? Zach Attack. Lyman, what's up? How are you, man of the Lord? How are you? So good to see you. So good to see you. All right, everybody that's on here, what's up, everybody? Hey, Spring, I'm going to hit it and quit it because I got to get on y'all live here in a few. But listen, as y'all know, every Tuesday, I come on with Tuesday Talks or Tuesday True Talk, and it's going to be absolutely amazing today. As y'all know, that I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at one time. Do me a favor before we get into this: like, share, tag, subscribe, do all of that. I'm on multiple platforms, on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, and on Periscope. So make sure that you do what you got to do. Let everyone know that we're going to have a prolific, amazing discussion today. Okay, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I don't want you to miss it. Hey, Kellen, ¿qué pasa? Let's see. Who else is on here? All right. Kubik, Ramona. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been missing you. Ramona, where you been? All right, Kubings. So, listen, let's get into what we got. It's going to be an amazing discussion tonight. As y'all know, that every Tuesday I'm kind of getting back in the saddle. Y'all know we had an amazing time at Trailblazer, so I took some time off. Hey, Apostle Janice, how are you? Grace and peace unto you. Hey, Eugene, what's up, big bro? And so I took some time off and everything to rest my voice, my Lord. But we back in here. We are now. Oh, you're from Seattle. Welcome, Apostle Janice. You knew? All right, so cool. It's going to be a good discussion tonight. Welcome, Apostle. So good to have you. Great discussion tonight. Y'all know every single Tuesday we have these True Talk discussions where it is a safe space for everyone to come on, kind of give their 2 cents. And when I say come on, I do mean come on. I want you to come on and give your input. How are you going to be able to come on here? It is right here in this link. You see it right here. Right here in this link. So you will have to go to bit.ly/CMG True Talk. Once again, that is bit.ly/CMG True Talk. Okay. And so tonight we are talking about the fear of success. The fear of success. We're talking about the fear of success. There are many people who, hey, Carla, there's many people who have had issues or bouts with success, or they have dreams, aspirations. This is your first time watching too from Connecticut. Hey, Francie. Oh, we got a lot of newcomers. Hello, everybody. Everybody. So good to see you. Listen, but anywho, listen. There are many people who have issues or bouts with success. I'll explain that in a minute. But there's many people who have goals, aspirations, inspiration, dreams, all of those things that are going on in our life and that we have in our own self. But there is this gripping, paralyzing fear of your own success. And there's many people, and I dare say many of you on here, who actually have that fear of success. I know I used to have it. I know I used to have a fear of my own greatness. I know that I used to really, my Lord, it was crazy. And so I know Apostle Spring, right? So what I want everybody to do, hey, Veronica, how are you? What I would love for everyone to do, I want y'all to come on and I want to have a discussion with you. So I want you to go to bit.ly/CMG True Talk, and it will bring you right on into the backstage with me, and we'll be able to have a discussion. And y'all know this is a safe space. This is a safe place. You could just say your piece and go, or you could continue in the discussion with us. I'm not going to be on here for long. I'll be on here for maybe 30, 45 minutes to an hour, however long it kind of takes, but we ain't going to be on here all night. Praise the Lord. All right, cool beans. So, anywho, there are a lot of people when I have been discussing with my clients. For those of y'all who don't know, yes, I'm a life coach. I'm a success engineer. What do I mean by a success engineer? I pretty much help people engineer their success. I help them design paths and programming and all of that for their success. Just like an engineer kind of builds something and designs it from the ground up. That's what I do with your success. So many people call me the success engineer. In the secular arena, in the political arena, they actually call me the force. And so those are some nicknames. And so when I'm dealing with my clients and when I'm dealing with people that I'm counseling and talking to, and even doing therapy with, yes, I have a doctorate degree in psychology and Christian counseling. And so, even when I'm doing these things, the issue is, or part of the issue is, they have these dreams of success. They have these aspirations of success. They have these different things going on within them, but they are so, yeah, you heard that, Lorraine. They are so gripped by fear of their own success. And you'll be like, well, how can you be fearful of your own success? Oh my goodness, can you be afraid of your own success? What does that mean? You know that you are dealing with the fear of success when it is that you are, let's say, battling with what others might think of you when you become successful. That is a real fear. Okay, what are other people going to say about you when you actually step out into what it's going to take for you to be successful? When you make that leap, when you make that lunge, when you make that move, when you make that decision, when you do all of those things, it's a very real fear that many people have. How is everyone else going to respond to my movement? How is everyone else going to respond to my decision to make a move toward my success? See, the thing is, part of it, and I'm trying not to preach on here. Hey, Rasharia, here's the thing. And once again, I want y'all to come to bit.ly/CMG True Talk. Even if you have a testimony of how you got over your fear of success, I want you to come in and give your testimony and tell people how you actually got over it. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it as well, but as it pertains to myself. But like I was saying, there are so many people who have a fear of what others are going to think about them when you become successful, or when you make moves toward your success, right? What is Sally Mae gonna say? What is Sister Joe gonna say? What is Brother Cantaloupe gonna say? What is JoJo gonna say? Here's another thing. What is my spouse going to think? What is my significant other going to think? What is my pastor going to say? What are the church folk going to say? What is my boss going to say? What are they going to think? What are my kids going to say? It's a very real fear that when the link is not working, you're going to have to type in. Make sure you do it all caps. It has to be all caps. It is case sensitive. Okay, Lehman. When you type in the link, make sure y'all when you type this in, type it in exactly how it is. Okay, CMG True Talk, and maybe I can put it in here, and I can try to pin it so I can make it easier for y'all to come on in here. And then I will, let me see if I can't pin. All right, cool. Let me see. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so that works. So I just put it up there. There we go. There's Dr. Montgomery, the other Dr. Montgomery. It's going to be 2 docs on here. All right, cool. So, but let me go ahead and bring you on up. But I'm going to finish my statement, and then Dr. Montgomery going to give his 2 cents, or I don't like to say 2 cents, his $1 million contribution to the conversation as well. All right, cool. So there's a lot of people who have a very, very real fear of their own success, very real fear of it, and fear of what other people are going to say, fear of what other people are going to think. And watch this. Look, I said I wasn't trying to preach, and all preachers say watch this. But listen, but also they have a very real fear, and this is where my fear came in, how people are going to feel about me when I make a decision for me. Because we have a climate or a culture where we are dependent a lot of times on how other people feel. We even do it with social media. We do, how many likes can I get? How many followers can I get? All of these things. You try to avoid the cancel culture. So you try to do all of these things. Let me put on certain things so that people will like me or accept me. But I'm gonna tell you this: if you are going to be successful, you're going to have to marry your success. Did you hear what I said to all of you that are on here? I said that if you are going to be successful, you are going to have to marry your success. What do I mean by that? You and your success is like a marriage, right? You're going to have to make a full commitment to it. And so it's either going to be one thing, one of 3 things. 1, you're going to be fully committed and loyal to it. 2, you're going to cheat on it. Or 3, you're going to divorce it. It's going to be one of 3 things with your success. Either you are going to marry your success, cheat on your success, or divorce your success, right? And here's the thing about success. And when I say success, I'm not just talking about having a lot of money and flying in private jets and all of that. No, I'm talking about if you are going to be successful, you are going to, watch this, you're going to have to be fully committed to it and loyal to your success. Okay? Loyal to your success. You're going to have to do that. Because if you don't, watch this, your success will not be loyal to you. Okay. If you are not committed and driven in your businesses, in your business relationships, in your marketplace, it can even be success in ministry. If you are not committed to those things, we already know for those of us who are believers, committed to God, committed to Christ, all of that good stuff, that's foundational level. But I'm talking about you as a being, you as a humanoid being. If you are going to see success, you're going to have to be committed to it. Because if you don't commit to it, it's not going to commit to you. Same thing with your business. If you don't commit to good business practices, your business will not yield success to you. It just won't happen. All right, so that's my little intro. Dr. Montgomery.
Oh man, it is so good to see you. I
Yeah.
think we might be related, man. The anointing of God is flowing through you, man. I watch you. I'm like Nick at night, Nicodemus. I be creeping in. Oh my God. Hey, you don't know this, cuz man, you gave a prophetic word about 4 months ago. My God, it changed my life.
Wow.
It was one of them late night. I think the Holy Spirit, and I mean, you were gone. You gave a prophetic word to everybody that was on there. I said, my God, is he going to take a break? I mean, the mantle of the prophetic was on you, brother.
Wow.
And I remember our days at Wilberforce. My God, we
Yeah.
go way back to the woo.
Whoa, man.
And just
Wow.
watching you grow, man, and watching how God has just moved you into some mighty areas. And I just want to come on here, man, and just say, continue to march, my brother. Now, one of the things that I believe, and I've been preaching this and teaching this all over the world, and God has truly blessed me. One of the things, I did a podcast and I said, stop having a threesome with your success.
Come on
and
here.
It's literally what you were talking about. You see, what happens is this: the fantasy of a threesome is enticing, but it's snarly because it entangles you in a web. And so what people do, they say, well, I'm going to do a little bit of this, I'm going to do a little bit of that, and they lack a focus because they will not commit to anything. So they got a side piece over here, a side piece over there, and then they're trying to bring all this together in the same house, and now they got a problem.
Come on.
Stop having treason with your success. And when you talked about, see, the problem is some of us, we are addicted to our own labor. So when a man of God talks about having strategies, we say, but I got to put in a lot of work because we become addicted to our own labor. But how many of you know this? And then I got to go, my God from Zion. Is that God will give you a word, one word that will allow you to shorten what took some people 50 years, you would do it in 50 days. And what others did in 50 days, you would do it in 5 days. And what some was able to do in 5 days, God said, I'd do it within 5 minutes.
Come on.
I've seen him do it. I was talking to a coaching client just the other day. And she said, Coach Lyman, she said, I need $15,000. Hear me out now. $15,000. We prayed, we believed God. She went to visit her father. She hadn't seen her father in a while. There was a lady that said, listen, Tara, her name is Tara, in Colorado. She said, I've been following you. I believe in you. And I want to sow into you. See, the request was 15, but God gave a double portion. She walked away with 30,000.
Come on.
Now, see, some people look at it and say, is it about the money? No, it's not about the money. It's about attaching your faith and planting a seed in good soil. See, if you plant seed, my daddy told me this. He said, boy, if you plant seeds, expect a harvest.
Come on.
Now, he was talking about sex. But how many of you know that works in the spirit as well? When you plant seeds, you better expect a harvest. Press down, shake it together, and running over. Shall men pour into your bosom? So I just came on here, man, to bless the man of God, to say I love you. I mean, you are doing great things. I'm inspired by you. You are the real deal. You have a prophetic voice. You are 100% accurate. Let me say it again. 100% accurate. I've been watching you since the days of small beginnings at the Woo.
Right.
And to see you on this platform, my God, to be able to say, I knew when, and you've been consistent.
Amen.
And I just want to bring witness to you, my brother. I love you. God bless you.
Love you, man. I appreciate you, Doc. I really, really do. And thank you.
Congratulations also on the book, man.
Oh, thank
you. I know we chatted a little bit.
Yeah.
Great things, man. Number one. Listen, don't be surprised, man. This happened to me. My first book, Shattered Mass, that I wrote, it got optioned to be a movie. It comes out September 9th, man. Brother, I see your stuff on the silver screen, man. Good stuff. Continue to do what you're doing, brother.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate it.
All right. God bless
you. Be blessed. Man, listen, absolutely. I'm telling y'all, that was Dr. Lang. I'm telling you, he's amazing. I was wondering how far we went back. We go all the way back to my undergrad days. That's like from 2005, I think, to 2008. My Lord. I'm telling y'all, listen, it's a thing. You cannot be afraid of your own success. Come on here, everybody. Y'all, I don't know why y'all being funny, acting. Y'all can come on here and have a conversation or do whatever. Is open. Because if y'all don't come on here within the next 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to end the broadcast. I'm going to say what I got to say and go. Hallelujah. Thank you so much, Apostle. I appreciate that. But listen, so type that in. If you're on one of my personal pages, I have pinned it, but make sure you put it all caps, bit.ly/CMG True Talk. Come on, you can give your testimony, ask any questions, or give your $1 million contribution, as I like to say, i.e. your 2 cents. Your input on the discussion. But someone put in the comments, fear of being successful at failing. I'm picking on you again. I ain't picking on you, LaShawn. It's just you always come in the crossfire when you need to. But I'm telling you that one person said a fear of being successful at failing. Okay. Being successful at failing. The thing is, I want to help you here. I'm not going to invoice you for this. This is 100% free. Okay. This is your free coaching session with Coach C. You ready? Here's the thing. Failure is false. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it one more again. Failure is false. A lot of times we think that because something did not have the desired outcome, then that means that it is a failure. There is, when it comes to success and building your empire, building your enterprise, building your business, ministry, and all of that, there is no such thing as failures. It's a falsity. It's a falsehood. It's a myth. You did not fail. You learned. Okay. You went through a learning. I got to change your paradigm in the way that you're looking at this now, because you think that you're failing or because it did not work. You're not failing. What you're learning is what doesn't work. So when you find out what does work, watch this, you won't mismanage the next things that you do or your perpetual success, because you went through those seasons of where it did not work. You did not fail. You discovered what didn't work. You discovered what didn't work for you. You stumbled upon what is inoperable or out of order. You stumbled upon what takes longer and all of that. You did not fail. You had a learning experience. And what many people will think is, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Right? Oh my goodness, I done had this didn't work out the way I wanted to. This didn't happen the way. I'm a failure. You, first off, you are not a failure. You are not a failure. So if you say I'm a failure, you couldn't possibly be a failure because you're still living. If you fail, it means inoperable. It means that it cannot function. It means that it is totally out of wits, out of sorts. It is nothing. It is simply nothing. And you are nothing. As a matter of fact, the fact that you could even perceive something to be a failure or a success means that you're not a failure. That means that you still have cognitive processing ability. That means that you can still think. You can still discern. You can still delineate. You can still distinguish. You can still tell what is right from wrong. You still have a feeling of all of that. You are not a failure. Right? You may have set up a system that malfunctioned or was dysfunctional, but it does not make you a failure. Because let me help you here. I'm waiting on people to come on here. I'm telling you, I'm counting down the minutes. I'm telling you, you are not a failure, right? You are not a failure. What you set up might not have worked, but you yourself are not a failure. And I'm here to tell you, you ready? I'm here to tell you that your success, you need to stop building or stop trying to build success based upon somebody else or something else. The very moment you discover who you are, hear me, the very moment you discover you and excavate you and uncover you, and you realize who you are, you ready? You ready? You build your success on your identity and the revelation of your identity, and then you will find success. Think about it. For all of you who are entrepreneurs, I see you, Reba. You're welcome. For all of you who are entrepreneurs, business owners, and all of that, look at it. If you look at your success and you look at the things that did not work, I'm not calling them failures. You look at those things that didn't work. Ask yourself, did I really know who I was when that came about? When those things didn't work, did I have a good grip on who I am? 9 times out of 10, your answer will be no. Because you were building your business based upon what you saw other people doing, not what was in you to do. That thing didn't come out of you, that came out of somebody else. And you tried to build what was in somebody else. But when you discover you and how God made you and what he created you to be and who he created you to be, and you build upon that, you will 100% of the time see success. Let me bring up my daughter. Hey, Dr. Reba, what's up?
Hey, Dad, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
We are blessed. We are doing well. I had to come on and just give my testimony just for a little bit.
Well, come on here.
When you was talking about fear and success. I recently relocated to Mobile, Alabama. Shout out to my Mobile crew for accepting me. Born and reared in Louisville, Kentucky, all of my life. And then God said, move. And I'm like, okay, which way? Because it was either going to be North Carolina or Alabama. And so I said, Lord, you got to show me which way to go. And so it was Alabama. Needless to say, my father wanted me to come to North Carolina, but that's after we finished the milestones.
We ain't going to talk about that.
Oh.
I'm still salty.
Oh.
It's all right. I love you too. I'm messing. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, I had gotten a promotion on my job back in Louisville. I was a clinical supervisor. I've been there for 6 years. Hey, Charmaine. Hey, Miranda. Hey, Ingrid. I'm sorry, Dad. I see the names. Hey, Mom. Okay. So I was established in Louisville, Kentucky. I was working on getting Elohim Counseling Center off the ground in Louisville. But when God said move, I had to move. My family being close knit, talked to them about it. But what was so funny about it was my mother. My mother, she was at the hairdresser. I had gotten her something to eat, and she was eating, and she just stopped in mid sentence. And she's like, "Okay, when are you going to move with Christopher?" I said, "Excuse me?" She's like, "When are you going to move to Christopher's? Where Christopher's at?" I said, "Well, Mom, I'm not going to North Carolina. God said Alabama." And so my mom was quiet, but she was like, afterwards, she was like, "Okay." And even with my pastor, because I was active in my church, God had even told my pastor that I was leaving.
Mm.
And so, with that being said, we have the anxiousness because we are human. We're used to the familiar. But when God moves and tells you to move, He's already set everything in place for you.
Right.
And so it's just that familiarity. And even with my age, it's like, I'm still like, ooh, I got issues, medical issues, that is. And so you have all of that going on. But yet and still you have to, it is a truly faith walk. And so that I just wanted to give my little 2 cents in regards to that. It's like you just got to take that leap, and if you really care about your relationship with the Lord, you're going to do what God says. So,
Yes.
because my success is coming, and I received the prophecy that we are going to be making 6 digits by the end of this year. So yes, and that was a prophecy that Dad AC is giving. He is on point with that. So yeah, that's
Amen.
all I got to say, Dad.
Awesome. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Bust the move, right? You got to be able to bust the move. You got to be able to move, especially when God tells you to move, right? Y'all know I done moved all over this country
Yes,
at the direction of God.
Yes.
And I have been successful everywhere I've gone, right? Mm-hmm. And you cannot be afraid. You can't be afraid to bust the move and take that leap of faith.
Right.
You can't be afraid to take that leap of faith. Here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Like I was talking about the fallacy or the fantasy of failure. Mm-hmm. If you gonna fail, here's my advice to everybody. If you gonna fail big. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fail big. Mm-hmm. And do it gloriously, do it epically, do it amazingly. If mm-hmm. you're going to fail. Why am I telling you to fail big? Because watch this, the bigger let me say it like this. Mm-hmm. The size of what you deem as failure mm-hmm. is synonymous with the size of your success. Mm-hmm. So I've been in a moment where I lost everything. Mm-hmm. Mighty Lamb of God, lost mm-hmm. everything.
Yeah.
And me and my family living in somebody else's living room. Didn't even have a bedroom. We were living in somebody else's living room. Mm-hmm. Failed big. Mm-hmm. Failed big. Mm-hmm. Right? But what happened? I kept pushing. Mm-hmm. I kept pressing. Mm-hmm. I was committed to my success.
Right.
I was committed to what God was saying. Mm-hmm. Now I'm in the house is over 4,000 square feet.
Yes, Lord. In a comfortable couch too.
Look, she done slept on my couch. She like Anna, her and Prophetess Eva. I'm bring Prophet. Matter of fact, let me bring her up now. AP. So both of them been on my couch. They like, yes, Lord. And it's and comfortable couches. Got two, one upstairs, one downstairs, all that stuff. And that's the thing, right? You have got to understand that you have got to be committed
Mm-hmm.
to your success and your perpetual success.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you see success once, you need to go on to the next.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got to be able to go on to the next. What's the next step for you? Where are you going next? Now that you've accomplished this thing, now that you've done this, where are you going next, boo? What's your next move?
Right.
All right. Anyways, you can stay on, daughter, if you want.
AP, I said I would come on with AP, so I'm gonna stay with AP.
Yay. Okay, wonderful. Y'all in here.
Hey, everybody.
Let me tell y'all about my spiritual children. This is the thing. They do stuff in groups. They believe they like Jesus's disciples. They go by two. Nobody does anything by themselves. They like, I go if you go. And they all go with each other. They are always in pairs. You will always see them in pairs. So anyways, that's just funny to me, especially these two right here. All right. Anywho, everybody saying, hey, AP, let me see. The founder said, Eva. Let's see. Charmaine said, Eva, good evening. Genesis, baby sister. she on here. All right, cool beans. Did y'all met her at Trailblazers, didn't y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Doing her flagging with that beautiful fan.
Mm-hmm. Very quiet.
Very quiet. It's all right. Everybody always come to Kingdom Life quiet. By the time that them lions get in them, they be like, and all of a sudden they start roaring. So it's good. It's what happens.
Yes.
What happens? Daughter, AP.
Hey.
What you got? What you got to say?
What I got? Okay, I'm here to talk about when you stop fearing success and begin to embrace it. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to talk about the view from the book I just recently wrote. Yeah, yay! so being silly. So what many people didn't know is that actually God had dealt with me about writing this devotional earlier this year in January. And I actually was supposed to be finished with it by April. But because I began to think about what people would say, how people would react, if I did it before others did it. He done put the I love you too, Pops. You just had
I'm
that.
So proud. I'm just so proud.
He's so extra, y'all. He's so extra. But I was concerned about what other people thought if I released it before they did. What I was already discounting myself before I even put it out there. And I was already writing, but then as those things began to come, I just began to slowly stop writing. And that was the funny part. And I clearly heard God. And he was like, when you gonna finish the book? And I'm like, I get to it. Like, I got this to do. And I kept putting other stuff in front of because I was fearful of just what other people really thought. So it wasn't until I went to this man, where he at? Up at there he go, right there. That man right there. That man named ACE Pops, whatever you want, the pusher, the extractor, the executioner, whatever you, the whipperman shape, whatever you want to call him, the roaring one. I don't know what you call him, but I call him Pops. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I went and just really began to submit to different areas in my life and submit unto them in different areas in my life that he began to like push. He was like, before you leave here, you're going to have a book written. And I'm looking at him like, excuse me. I'm like, bro, who you talking to? It's just reality kind of set in for a minute. I'm like, oh, okay, let me catch myself before I get in trouble. But I was like, okay. But him and my spiritual mom, Apostle Angelica, I mean, they really pushed me And it's nothing like when they know that success exists within you. There's nothing like somebody behind you pushing you. They weren't pulling, they were pushing. Like literally, like, you're gonna get this done. And so it'd be funny because I was just, hanging and staying with them, and they was like, "What are you doing?" And I look, like, he snuck up on me one day. I was on one of them couches, y'all, and I was having one of them good little relax before you go into the nap part. And he came up behind. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Huh? Nothing." He said, "Don't you have a book to write?" Don't you supposed to be doing something? I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Well, when you gonna get to it?" And so it was funny because God was literally having them deal with my procrastination. Because I really was like, man, I don't want to. My flesh, let me put it that way. My flesh did not want to do it. Because it did deal with some personal things within me and seeing me. But anyway, long story short, them pushing me and saying, "Hey, okay, what are you doing? Have you written today? How many chapters have you completed? How many pages you got? Well, Doc, did you send me your picture? Did you give me all these different things?" Because in essence, it was pushing me and really pulling me out my comfort zone of saying, "Hey, get this done." What's the holdup? So sometimes we become our own holdup because we're already discounting, or we already saying, "Hey, this is not going to work." And so once I released it and I got home and I began to pray about it, and I said, we're going to do a soft lunch and everything. And so I said, well, I just announced it. Let me tell you the response of just different people, even people inboxing me privately, did worlds for me. And so that helped me to understand, was like, hey, when you at least try,
come on,
then you can see the end result of how successful you could be. But if all you think about is failure and you never try, you've already failed yourself. So God had put this to me a while back. He said, how can you ever be successful if you never tried? How can you ever be successful if you never tried? And one young man inspired me when he said, your L's are not your losses, it's your lessons.
Come on.
So anytime that you may feel like that, hey, I lost, you didn't lose, it's a lesson. What did you take from this that you wasn't necessarily successful at? Where can you pull out of it? Of, okay, where did I make my mistake? What can I do better? How can I do better? So I mean, it's a mindset, y'all. Failure is actually a mindset. Wow, he just told me that. It's a mindset that we in essence got to get out of and put our mindset into being successful. So I am grateful to have people, not just AC and not just AA, but other people that's within Kingdom Life. Everybody, a lot of people here from Mobile and just even with my family that pushes me and say, hey, go for it. So now that's what I'm doing to other people. Like, what you doing? Why you taking so long? You said you was gonna do this. Okay, where is it? Come on. So oh wow, I didn't read that. Okay, Charmaine up here, proud. I receive it. It's funny. It's funny you should say that.
That's another thing.
So I am. I mean, I'm really thankful of you really being one of the ones, AC, that really pushes people to be successful. And then also, I love it when you make us confront our fears. Like you literally put us face to face, sit us in a room and sit us in a chair. It's like, here you go. Now what you gonna do?
Right. Right. Because here's the thing, and you said something so key. I think people have a fear of success because they don't have many people don't have a system of accountability. Or they don't, not only do they not have a system of accountability, but they don't have anybody in their corner that knows the language of success. There are people who only know, is this my Lord, one of my prodigals is coming on. Oh,
bring them on.
Oh, Lord, LaShawn Gross. That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm about to cry.
almost start crying myself. I got a little teary-eyed. Okay.
Oh my God.
Anywho, I'm gonna let her talk in a second. But there's so many people. There's so many people who don't have that system of accountability, right? They ain't got that system of accountability, and they don't know, and they don't have people around them who know the language of success. There are people who only know the language of failure, of lack, of poverty, of I can't do, or I shouldn't do, or I won't do. Do you know when you say I can't, I shouldn't, and all of that stuff, those literally cognitively put stressors on your body? It limits your own bodily responses to stuff, to where you say, oh, I can't take that. Oh, I can't be around that. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, how am I going to do that? You're putting stressors mentally on your body, and your body is going to literally start to respond that way, to where you don't think your body literally won't do it because you keep saying you can't do it. Right? I say this all the time. You won't know your max until you meet your max. I'm going to say it again for the people in the balcony. You won't know your max until you meet your max. You don't know what you can do until you actually can't do something.
Right.
And just because it didn't work the first time, it doesn't mean that you couldn't do it. I play the keyboard. I couldn't play like I play now when I first started. What happened? Sometimes success is a skill that you have to develop. I'm giving y'all free stuff that I charge people hundreds of dollars an hour for. Sometimes your success is a skill that you have to develop. Hey, Lorraine, you back? Hey, CC from Suriname. Love you, little sis. I think that's CC from Suriname. Let me see. I can't pull it up. I think if not, hey, CC Robinson, you might not be the one from Suriname. I know 2 CC Robinsons. But anywho, but success is a skill that you have to develop, and you have to learn, and you've got to master in some cases. Yes, there are some people who go to sleep one night and wake up the next day and they're wildly successful, right? However, many people have to develop the skill of success. That means you need to start speaking successfully. You need to start acting successfully. You need to start walking successfully, dressing successfully. You got to start doing that. I don't mean beat your face every day and you got to walk out like you in Hollywood all the time. No, but watch this. How do you present yourself to the world? And one of my clients told me a few weeks back, well, Lil Wayne dressed like that and Nicki dressed like this and all of this stuff. And I said, boo-boo, they get paid millions of dollars to look like that. You ain't getting paid to look like that. You looking like that for free.
Oh.
And so here's the thing. When you start making multi-millions of dollars, you can be like Mark Zuckerberg or these other successful people and walk into a board meeting with a jumpsuit on and a t-shirt that got ketchup stains on it and not care. But boo-boo, you're not there yet. So you need to look like where you're going so that when you get there, then you can look like whatever you want to, because they paying you to look like that. You can look like that for however you want to. Okay? So you need to do it, and you need to be successful. And what I mean by that, full of success. Your speech needs to be full of success. Your walking needs to be full of success. Your talking needs to be full of success. Dressing, full of success. Interactions, full of success. Here's an ouch moment. Your relationships need to be full of success. Gut punch right there, right in the middle of this discussion. You need to understand that your relationships, need to be full of success. Hey, Vanessa. Needs to be full of success. Full of success. I was ironing my shirt. I almost put it up as a status today, but I did not. But I was ironing my shirt today, and Holy Spirit whispered something in my ear because I was thinking about success and successes and all of that stuff. And Holy Spirit said this to me. And then I'm gonna pass it to LaShawn. So why you don't want to talk? so while I was ironing my shirt, and matter of fact, I was on one of my sleeves, and Holy Spirit whispered something to me. He said, Chris, if you can't, he said, Chris, look at the closest 5 people to you. Y'all know I've said this time and time again. You know, you are the sum total of the closest 5 people to you, right? Watch this. But he took it a step further. He said, Chris, if you can't take the closest 5 people to you and say yes to them all day, for one day, like they ask you to do something, they entreat you to do something, they try to get you to do something and everything. If you can't say yes to them, then they don't need to be in that circle.
Whoa.
If you have to tell one of those people no, that means that in order to tell them yes, it will dilute your very existence. You'll have to compromise on your integrity, compromise on your trajectory, compromise on what you think about yourself, compromise on what you're supposed to do. If you were to have to tell them, if you would tell them no, but would say yes anyway, you would literally be diluting who you are. So if you can take the closest 5 people to you, and no matter what they ask you to do, you can say yes and do it safely. If you can do that with them, they don't belong in that close-knit circle with you, because they are not going where you're going. They don't know the language of where you're going. They have no idea who you really are, and none of that. So you need to look at who's around you for real. Hello.
Wow. Be another
for real. And can you say yes to everything that they're doing? And yes, not only what they want you to do, but are you saying yes to everything that they do? Are you condoning failure around your success? Are you allowing the people that are around you to be subpar of where you're going? Are you allowing the people that are around you to be going left when you know you're supposed to be going right? Are you letting that happen with you? Are you condoning and consoling and coddling and giving the okay to people who are living beneath themselves? Wow. Because if you are doing that, baby girl, baby boy, you're diluting your own success. And watch this. One thing, I was at Trailblazers, and one of the greatest compliments that one of the speakers came to me, they said, I can tell who your spiritual children are and who are not your spiritual children. And they said, I know who they are. Your spiritual kids tend to be poised. They supernatural as all get out, but they have a poise about them. They can be in atmospheres, and though they are engaging, they're watching and everything. They said, and then I could tell who's not. But they're just around you. I was like, wow. And so they started pointing out people. They was like, yeah, that's your daughter, right? I know that's your daughter. If I don't know Nobody, matter of fact, they was talking about AP. It was like, if I don't know if anybody else is your daughter, that one right there, that's her. She got your spirit, your DNA, your blood, your she got all of it. And so she was like, and it was one of the speakers that you had pulled aside and just prophesied to and poured into and everything like that. And so she was like, yeah, that's your daughter for real. That's your daughter. But I was hearing it. And that was one of the greatest compliments that somebody could give me. Not, oh, Trailblazers is such a great experience. Not, oh, we're having such a great time in God. But one of my greatest compliments, or one of the things that most blessed me, was the people that are closest to me can be identified. All right. Now, here's the thing. Can people identify the people that are around you? Can they literally say, oh yeah, that's one of Eva's people, that's one of Reba people, that's one of LaShawn's people, they roll together? We can tell. Why? Because they got the same mindset, they got the same agenda, they got the same posture, they got all of this. Because, watch this, of who you are. And not only that, but who you are is influencing who they are. And they all know we got to be of this same mind, this same thing. And then if somebody get out of line, you can check them, bring them right back into alignment. And because, watch this, they understand the language of success, they don't take it personally. They just keep pushing. I'm just saying. LaShawn, did you want to say something, daughter, or you just want to be here? She just want to be here. I guess she just, oh, look, you don't.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Hey, sis.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
Are you doing well? You okay?
It's good.
Are you all right?
She on mute.
Oh, I'm good. You good?
I am fantastic.
I cannot wait to hear what you have to say. Bring it.
Well, who's the young lady at the top?
We call her Mama Reba, but she's one of our spiritual daughters as well.
Hello, Mom. Anybody connected to AC is awesome.
Well, thank you.
Dad, you know how I do.
Yeah.
You know how I do. Even you know how I do. Y'all see me. Y'all don't see me.
Mm-hmm.
But I thank y'all. I think about y'all so much. I think about y'all every day for, oh Lord. This is why I didn't want to talk, Father. For saving my life. Y'all saved my life. Dad, I know you know my story. Even you know my story. Every day is trying.
Yeah.
But when I see y'all, baby girl, when I see you mine, Dad, when I see you speak, I'm telling you, I think it's like I met y'all from day one.
Mm-hmm.
And I know where my strength comes from because y'all remind me daily. Even from every time Eva mimes, Dad, when you putting out a new book, a new conference, you traveling, I said he's born for this. He's meant for this.
Yeah.
And it's been lonely because I cut people off, and when I cut them off,
My Lord, my Jesus.
And but I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm in a good space mentally. I'm in a good space spiritually.
Glory.
I'm rebranding because he stayed on me, Eva. He stayed on me about getting my creations out.
Yes.
And I thank God that somebody saw me. He didn't know what I did. He just said every time he saw me at work, I was always dressed in accessories, whether I made them or whether I was wearing them. And he told me I was a walking, talking billboard. I didn't think nothing of it, you know. I just put my accessories on. I love accessories. And he told me, I'm going to invest in you.
Mhm.
And I forgot what you were talking about, Dad. You went live for something. And I have been blessed ever since then.
Mhm.
People know my name. People know my brand. And a lady just inboxed me and she just told me, I want to rebrand you. I said, well, I don't have money like that. She said, I ain't asked you for no money.
Look at that.
God sent me. I said, well, okay. And Daddy, you know how I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm an extrovert, but I'm an introvert. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just sat still. I sat still. And I know that I was free. The gentleman that you and mother have been trying to get me away from, he has cancer.
Oh.
And I knew that I was on that journey, but he believed in me. This brother believed in my brand. He believed in my business. And he was the reason why I started my business in the first place. So I didn't want to turn my back on him, even though it was not what you and mother would have liked. But I had to trust God. And so he's been, if y'all can pray for him, Rico Hurd,
Yeah.
cancer of the liver. But I know my work, you know, is I still got more work to do. But
Mm.
because of y'all, I take servanthood very seriously because y'all never disappoint. Y'all answer so many calls. Y'all answer that clearing call like somebody just called y'all on the phone and y'all like, we there? So I'm sad that I couldn't come to Trailblazers, but I was there with y'all live. And I just wanted to tell y'all I love y'all. And I'm so glad I was able to just see y'all and just to let y'all know that I'm going to tear up the marketplace because of all of y'all. And I plan to keep doing kingdom business. And yeah, thank you for saving my life. That's it. I'm sorry for crying.
I had to come off so I could let my water leak.
And Dad, I'm still miming. My
Yes.
spiritual father went on to glory. I've never done a homegoing, but that was my coming out of the COVID uh, mind piece.
Jesus.
And I'm still going. At 52, I'm still going.
Wow. I keep forgetting you act so young. So I keep forgetting you 50, over 50. My Lord, you look good.
Praise God.
Yes.
Nobody but God.
Apostle Angelica said we love you, and we do. I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm telling y'all, LaShawn, whoo, she was a piece of
Woo,
work.
Jesus.
My God.
Ava, don't laugh.
Who's a straight thug, y'all, with that tambourine? You better watch out.
Listen, she grabbed that tamper. I mean, she wore with that thing. Jesus. I'm telling you. So I love you, love you, love you from the depths of my heart. You know that. And I be seeing you, and every time I see you doing something, I'm always cheerleading you on, like, keep going, do it, do it, do it. And I'm massively proud of you, of who you are becoming. And y'all don't pay me no attention. Who you are becoming, and who you have become is absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing, and I'm
I'm
very
telling
proud.
you because I am telling you after those 3 strokes, man, listen. I said, now I'm confused. These layoffs, you want me dead? You want me to be broke? Like, what you doing? Like, what you doing? But I'm telling you, Kingdom Life, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
y'all, all of y'all keep coming across this screen. Dawn, thank
Mhm.
you. I meant to tell you, thank you for introducing me to Dawn Churchill because when I tell you, Even though you're there, she on the front line in my inbox. Pick up the phone,
Amen.
text. You not man. Listen,
Awesome.
your children be about that life.
Good. Hopefully they are. That's what we want. Amen. We love you. We love you. We love you. We speak the most potent and dense blessings upon you from the Lord. And I am excited about your success that you are going to see in the future. You know, we had always told you, just do it, and people will see it and invest in you and put and help push you to where you got to be. And so to see the manifestation of that is just absolutely amazing. And we love you. We love you. We loveth you. All right, cool beans. All right, you can stay on, hang out, or you can go on and keep watching. It's up to you. But we got somebody else that's gonna come on. But as I bring her on, I'm gonna say this, that it's very, very, very important for you to understand that we've got to have accountability. All right, love you. Gotta have accountability, right? Gotta have accountability, and you need to look at your team. You know, you need to look at your team. Who is around you? Are they pushing you, or are you the only pusher?
Yeah.
Now, I know that we've got, you know, you got my spiritual, hold on one second. I'm looking at this thing here. It's something aesthetically that was bothering me. Okay. You know, I got my spiritual children on here. You know, Lorraine, she's like a sister, but everybody else is one of my spiritual children. But even I tell them and I teach them, just because I keep y'all accountable doesn't mean that y'all can't hold me accountable. Right? So there are like Eva, she get on my last nerves. Mama Rita, same thing. You know, all of Trailblazers, they thought that they were the boss of me. And I'm like, y'all do know I'm the leader, right? But you know, it's like that, you know, but watch this. You got to have people around you who you can trust. Watch this, with your vision, and trust with who you are for your life vision. I tell people, if you don't have a vision statement for your life, you missing something. Hold on one second, y'all.
Hey,
it's all about Go ahead.
There he is. He's back.
My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to deal with something real fast. Okay, so, but yeah, you need to have somebody. You need to have a vision statement for your life. We can have them for ministry. We can have them for business. But what is the vision and mission statement for you? What is your business and mission statement, your vision and mission statement for your own personal life?
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What are you here? Not what you're going to do, but who are you? Who you are will determine the what you are. Right? The who you are determines the what you are. Right? Jesus could lay hands on the sick. He was a healer, a deliverer, a dead people raiser, if you want to say that. All of this stuff, that's what he was, but it was because of who he was. He was the Christ, the Son of the living God. And we can do those things. Jesus Christ said, hey, you're going to do greater works and all of that, because now we are sons of God, right? It's because we are sons that we can do these things. The what is predicated upon the who. Perhaps you're not seeing much success because your what that you're trying to do is not in alignment with who you are.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? There's a whole thing that we do. Y'all know I'm big on branding and marketing and all of that. And so you need to understand that your brand has to be indicative of who you are. Unless you want to lie to the planet for the rest of your life. Right? So just be you. Be who God called you to be. I'm not interested in people who are trying to be somebody else or do what somebody else is doing. I'm interested in you being and doing who and what God called you to be. Lorraine.
Hello.
Hey, sis. How are
Finally,
you?
I was trying to get on my phone and I couldn't. My phone is like old school, so
Oh,
my husband just bought me a new phone. Praise God.
good.
Yes. I just want to say you're right on about identity and success. Because I did own a business back in 2008 and didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And I think it was maybe not too long ago where I went into a group with Shyla. I don't know if you know Shyla.
Yeah.
I went into a growth group with her talking about establishing your identity. And once I gathered and gained information on that, it blew my mind on what we instill in our mind of what other people have said about us in the past.
Yeah.
And from that point up until Trailblazers was phenomenal.
Oh.
It messed me up. It wrecked me. It blessed me. It literally brought me to another level in who I am. And I'm on the 9th chapter of my first book that I did not intend on writing. And the first day I started writing was the first day I came back from Trailblazers.
Wow.
So, and yeah, that's success. So
Congratulations.
thank you so much for blessing me, and just, that was phenomenal. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Oh, bless God. Thank you. First off, thank you for coming to Trailblazers and trusting us in the team to serve you and to kind of show you the path, and really to, as you heard us saying all the time, we just want to get you to God.
Right.
I don't know if anybody came to you and said, "Hey, write the book, Lorraine."
Before I went, I wrote 3 words down, and it had to do with my business that I just retired 2 months ago.
Okay.
So I'm in the process of owning my own business because I don't want to work for a man. That's not what God intended me to be and do. So I think Trailblazers pushed me a little further into my destiny, so to speak. Whereas if I didn't go to Trailblazers, I would have just been like this.
Oh, wow.
But I'm trying to get the camera. Excelling. Going up, going higher. So yes, praise God. So yeah.
Awesome. Look, everybody on here, they like, woohoo! Yay! Congratulations! Everybody saying congrats.
Yeah. And Apostle Spring, it's funny because she writes me these messages, and it's about your circle, the people who hold you accountable for things you do, and she's phenomenal for that.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes. That's awesome. Congratulations on it. And I'm so excited. See, it's these testimonies that make me want to do Trailblazers again. Because
gonna come to California.
Yeah, we are. We're going to do a West Coast regional. So we're going to be over in Cali sometime in the spring.
Yes.
And so it's going to be good. Look, everybody's still saying congratulations. I'm telling you. Listen, if y'all didn't come to Trailblazers.
Gotta go. And I'm gonna serve the next Trailblazers.
You gonna serve?
I'm gonna serve. Yes.
Come on, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Like I got what I needed now. I'm coming back and I'm giving.
Because I'm like the type of person, like if I get people pour into me, I like to give back. And that's the way it should
love it.
Kingdom.
I love that. Yes. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Trailblazers is not a conference like any other conference. I'm telling you. Lorraine's like, yeah, no, it's not. It is not. Even LaShawn's like, yeah, no, no, you are not going to be able to find another conference like it. And so we do push you. Yes, there's prophecy, and yes, there's miracle signs and wonders and all of that great stuff. But our breakouts are designed to be like, okay, now let's get to work. Let's figure out what we're going to do here, and let's get you moving. And so it's those testimonies that come to say, hey, I'm on the 9th chapter of my book, and Trailblazers only been over for a week and a half.
Right?
You know, so
not even that.
Right, not even that. It's just amazing. And so I'm very, very proud of you, Lorraine. I can't wait to buy your book when it's there, when it's coming out. I'm here to help. You know, I publish books like I Change My Underwear. So that was bad. I should not have said that.
That was bad. You went there though.
Like I changed my socks. I change my socks every day. So, you know, I publish books all the time, my own books, and help people get their books out. So I'm here for you if you need help. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just here to help. Y'all don't. I go back and edit this before I repost.
You know you can't say that. I'm a mime. Come on.
And then we talking mimes at that.
Oh Lord Jesus! Look, the saints is like, Lord Jesus.
All right, I gotta get on another.
Yeah, no problem. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. We'll talk to you. Lorraine. Congratulations. We'll see you soon. All right, so I'm telling y'all, it's a big thing. It is a whole entire thing for us to understand that you do not have to have a fear of success. First off, failure is a falsity. I said that already, but then you need to understand that fear is false as well. Fear is false as well. Just because somebody else didn't make it, it doesn't mean that you won't. Why can't you be the one that breaks the mold? Why can't you be the one that breaks the mold? Why can't you be the one that breaks the cycle? Why can't you be the one that's now the successful one? Okay, why can't you be the one that's now successful? That sets the tone for success. Hey, Latasha, that sets the tone. Hey, Apostle Joy, that sets the tone for success in your whole family's life. I gave this testimony before. I'm gonna give this testimony, and then and while I'm giving this testimony, if y'all want to come on, anybody else want to come on? I'm only going to be on here for probably about another maybe 10 minutes, and then we're getting off here. Now I'm going to let AP and Mama Reba go ahead and say something, and then I'm going to close out. But here's the thing. Gave this testimony before. Trailblazers was taking Ian and myself to go get our haircut on that Tuesday, right? I wanted the cuts to be fresh, right? So, because my hair grows real fast, I got that Wolverine look coming in right now, and it's making me nervous. So I'm just, y'all know me, I'm just a clean cut guy. So anyways, so I went to the barbershop, and while we were on our way back to the hotel from the barbershop, I was sitting and talking to to Ian in the car, and I was saying, hey son, what do you think about your parents doing, you know, what we do. Your mom, she's got her businesses, and, you know, your daddy's got his businesses, and we both, you know, travel and do ministry, and, you know, daddy plants churches and all of this stuff. And, you know, he knows who I work for politically and work with, and all of these things. And I was saying, how do you feel about all of that? And he said, well, Daddy, my friends thinks you're a celebrity. But to me, it's just normal. It's normal. Like, this is just the normal thing. And in that moment, it clicked in me to where, though I have seen levels of success, and he has seen them, you know, living with me, he's seen these successes, and because of the life or the lifestyle of success, he understands that to be successful is the norm. And I use successful because that's my success. My success will not be yours, right? So because it's the norm for him, and greatness is normal for him, his friends is like, oh my God, your dad is a celebrity. We can look him up on YouTube. And I'm like, that don't make me a celebrity though. We can Google him. We can look him up on YouTube and Facebook, and we can see your mom's clothes, and we can do all of this stuff. And your parents are celebrities. And Ian is like, this is just the normal thing. This is life. This is normal life, right? And so when you understand that greatness and success should be normal for you, it should not be an anomaly. It should not be a happenstance or oops or woohoo. No, it is, you should be successful, success-filled, and it should be normal for you. Failure is not an option. It's not an option because it doesn't exist. Failure isn't an option because it's not an option, right? It doesn't exist to even choose. You need to understand that it is not a failure. It's a learning moment. It's a growing moment. It's a discovery moment, right? And fear of your success is not even really real, because who said you can't do it? Who said you won't be it? Who said you're not supposed to? Your family? Are they where you're going? Do they have what you're attaining to? Have they been down your path? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. And that's friends, family members, fellow church members, whatever. If they're saying you need to do this, you need to do that, or you need to go here and you need to go there, and they have never been, I love them and thank God for their input and their care. But quite frankly, I'm going to sit and listen to somebody who's been there. Right? I learn from somebody. If I want to know how to drive a car, I'm going to learn from somebody who's driving a car. I'm not going to ask a 10-year-old who has never gotten behind a steering wheel to teach me how to drive. Right? I'm going to receive the instruction from somebody who is doing it. And I'm going to help you here. And not only who is doing it, but you need to understand this, that's licensed to teach me. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and it's not even just driving a car. If you don't have a completed project or a completed assignment anywhere in your life, you don't have the license to teach anyone how to complete one. Did you hear what I said to you? I'm going to say it again, because the license of success is a completed project. And that might be a business, that might be a book, that might be a program, that might be a nonprofit, that might be a LLC, that might be a whatever, a program, whatever. If you can't complete a thing, you can't coach somebody else in how to complete it. How are you going to coach somebody else on how to attain a degree and you don't even have a GED? How are you going to teach me how to matriculate through college and you've never been? It just doesn't make sense to me. And we can say, oh, we can learn from everybody. Yes, you can learn from everybody. But you can also learn what not to do from everybody. There are people in my life who I know I learn more of what not to do by watching them than I learn what to do. Right? So your license and your pedigree and all of that, when it comes to success, and trust me, they'll tell you I'm around highly successful people all the time. I advise and counsel many of them. Right? I do. However, they got more money in their bank account than the days I have been alive. Okay? So listen, it's great, it's wonderful, and I love it. However, watch this. Just because you've got money and just because you've got all of this stuff, right? One, it doesn't always qualify you to tell anybody else. But then just being around them, what I have learned is, this is what I've learned. They always ask you when you want to get in their networks and when you want to get in with them, they're always going to ask you, so what have you done? What have you completed? What do you have? Or they'll say, it comes like this. So what do you do? Right? And if all you're saying is, well, I'm working on, I'm currently building, they immediately turn off. And you want to know why? And it's not because, and it doesn't mean that you're not worthy of their time. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be around them. Don't get me wrong. But what many successful people, and just think about it, in the levels of success that you have been in, when people are around you and they're constantly, and I know it because some of you, many of you, if not all of you, have done something successfully, right? It might have been writing a book, getting a degree, getting a certification, getting credentials of some sort, getting whatever, starting a program, a bit, whatever. You've done something successfully. Just think about it. After you finish that success, were you not annoyed by everybody else around you that were not completing stuff? When it came to people that being around you, did you not all of a sudden want to start pushing them to get to a place of completion? That's how they think, just on a bigger scale. So you're no different than them. So you need to get over the fear, the anxiety, and all of that stuff that a lot of times we take on from other people. That's the truth. We take this stuff on from other people. So we have got to get over that, get off of that, get that off of us, and just go and be and do and attain to the successes that God has laid out for us. Right? All right. So I was just saying that. Reba, Eva, y'all got anything y'all want to say? Crickets.
That's Reba.
Oh.
I was like, go first, AP. Go ahead.
Oh, it's just some key things that you said. Like number one, how you talked about Ian and him just being around you, and he calls success normal. And so what I realized by being around successful people now in my life, that it's becoming normal.
Yeah.
And it does push me to want to do more and to do better and to, learn more and see how I can achieve more while going to my next. So that was number one. And then number two, what I was looking at is that with Trailblazers, with who's that, Lorraine?
Mm-hmm.
Just how she's saying that she's progressing from Trailblazers. And I know the one thing when I left, even though it may I may not have had a chance to attend every breakout session just because of doing everything, but when I left Trailblazers, completing that book, literally it is registered in my spirit, is registered in my very soul of Trailblazers 2022. I don't want to be in the same spot where I was in 2021. I want to be able to come and say, hey, this is what, and if everybody will listen to just what that term and go look up what Trailblazer mean, and then knowing that you need to be blazing the trail as you're moving to the next. Man, I was like, 2022, I don't even want to look like in 2021. I want to be, you want to have that testimony to come in and say, well, last year at Trailblazers, I didn't have a car. And this year, this one, I've come to this one and I have one paid in full. Well, I didn't pay anything for. So it is when we, in essence, defeat our fears and learn that it's false and say, hey, we put it up under our feet and we continue to blaze on that and move, man, your success is beyond our capability, as far as our thinking. It's just that we got to continue to go and get there. So I'm excited. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm like, look, these next few months, I better be seeing. I've already been talking to my crew. Look, what you doing? You supposed to have a book out. Where it at? I got one. You supposed to have one. What you doing? So I'm definitely excited. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm ready.
Absolutely. And even I know we were talking about Trailblazers, though this isn't like a Trailblazer call, but the thing is, even with Trailblazers, we try to do something better the next year. So you see there's improvement and there's greater and there's more and all of that. We try to get, as they say in the South, gooder and gooder, right? Every year, so that you even see, okay, first Trailblazers, all we had was a couple mics and a little curtain and a little piece of a stage and a little piece of a room, and that was about it, But every year it's more and more and more, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Because of you're blazing new trails and you're doing new things. And also when you begin to do new things and you're not afraid to do the new thing, don't allow yourself to get trapped in a box, y'all. Don't get trapped in a box.
Pops, let me interject that. Listen. So literally, I'm serious, literally came home and it's like this churning that's within my spirit. And every time I try to relax on just like, oh, I'm going to get to it later, there's something that is, no, this is what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. This is what you have to do. So I feel that this push or this urge or this churning, like different things. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to share this with y'all, then I'm going to turn it over to Mama Marie. I was just laying down, chilling. I wasn't even thinking of anything. And I literally heard God say, there's $1 million idea in you.
Come on.
I said, what? I said, hold up. I said, wait a minute. And immediately, we start our flesh, start discounting. And I had to ask, I said, what did you say? And he said it again. He said, there is $1 million idea within you.
Come on.
And I was like, oh my God. And then he came back and said, not just you, but some of those who are connected to you. I said, oh boy. I said, he will. Okay, Lord, whenever you release it, I'm ready. But I truly believe that even see, I didn't want to go here. To come out of there. But even now, we all know that shutdown is coming. Sorry, y'all. I love y'all, but it is coming. But even in that time, God has given many of you an opportunity to hear him.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea he's given you, even before the pandemic, during and after. So some of y'all really need to attune your ears to the Father for real and hear him and write down what he tells you to do, what he tells you to go, and what he tells you to in essence be able to give to other people.
Hey, Kingston.
Grandchildren, boy.
No. So I'm telling you, absolutely, you need to be able to bust a move. But that comes to you after you complete a thing. I'm telling you, the push comes after you complete a thing. All right. Mama Reba, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to piggyback off of everything that you've said. But I think the best illustration, if everyone can go back and watch the replay of the living room with Kasim and Shadira.
Oh, yeah.
And regarding the roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
That is what a lot of people are feeling right now. It's like you've never experienced it before. Just like with myself, I've never experienced living outside of Louisville, Kentucky until I moved to Mobile, Alabama. Because all of my family is in Louisville, Kentucky. That's what I'm familiar with. But until I stepped out and did what God said do, it's like, okay, I'm here now, Lord. Can I leave? And it's like, no, you have other milestones. And it's like, make your place a home now, and do what God has told me to do, even in the midst of it all, because there's a whole paradigm shift in Alabama versus Kentucky.
Yeah.
But that's another topic in regards to that. But I'm reminded of the scripture as well, and I'm paraphrasing. So please, Bible scholars, don't beat me too bad. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, but you eat the fruit thereof. And so you got to get used to eating the fruit of success and no longer of fear.
Come on.
And it's because of, again, part of it is your dynamic of who you're around, and that's your family. Your family is your closest ones who set that foundation and saying, you are this, you are that. But now you have to listen to what God says, and then that's that relationship you have to have with God to say, this is who you are. This is who I created you to be. And as Dad always says, the earth cried out for you. And this is what you have to do. And so, yeah, you're going to have those moments of where it's like, okay, I messed up. Okay, that's a learning experience. It's not a failure. It's a learning experience. But yet and still, God gives you the grace to continue on to do it. And again, you're going to have to do a gut check and a self-check of who is around you.
Right.
To help you grow. Because if they're not telling you the truth like it TI is, and they just a yes man, they can't handle your success because they're going to leech off of you. So love y'all. AP, let's do this thing in Mobile. Alabama will not be the same. We're taking over for the kingdom.
That's right.
Alabama's not going to be the same. What you say? Or anyway, okay. Love you, Dad.
Love y'all so much. For real, I'm telling y'all, and you got to, like she said, you have to be cognizant of who is around you and who is in your space, because your worlds are created with words. Your worlds are created with words. What you speak will create the world you live in. It is very, very true. And I put up a meme. Is it a meme? Not a meme. I put up a saying. I got a social media manager now. Hallelujah. and so listen, I'm trying to blaze new trails too. Y'all see my intro is different than normal, wasn't it? Huh? So anywho, the thing is, I got a social media manager, so she created a quote, graphic, whatever, that says, the more powerful you realize your words have become, the less you use them. And the reason why, that's exactly what that means, Prophetess Eva. So that you need to understand that your words create worlds. For my kids, both spiritually and biologically, my friends, my family, literally, I've recognized the power of my words. So I use them less because I know that my words are creating a world, for them. Right? Same thing. God created the whole world with words. Right? Look at the president. The president, kings, queens, all of that. The higher you go, the more successful you become, the more influential your words are. Elon Musk can get up and lie and tank a whole stock system, only for him to buy the stock, because he did it on purpose. Said it knowing that it was going to tank, bought it at the lower price, and then praised it and made it go back up again. It's what happens, right? Because you understand that your words are creating worlds, right? And so the people who are around you, what is going on with them thugs in Mobile? Jackie talked about some taking over for the 99-2000, and Ingrid like, yes, we are. We're taking over mob team, blazing the trails. Y'all, I gotta come down to Mobile and recalibrate y'all. Y'all crazy. So, anyways, but your team is creating the worlds for you. Creating the world that you live in. No matter how many times, like, okay, nobody tell me, and can't nobody, I'm creating my, you think that. You think that. But if you got to continuously fight the words of the people that are closest to you, you need to change your circle. I love you and I love them. But you need to change your circle. It's just the truth. There are some people, I'm going to say this and then I'm getting off here because I do got another call to get on, another broadcast in 3 minutes with Apostle Spring, and I can't remember his name. But here's the thing. You ready? Here's the thing. If you got to keep fighting with other people's words that are close to you, you need to change it, because this is what I have found. Millionaires, billionaires, successful people, they don't just look at you. They look at who's connected to you. And they will judge you by who you are connected to and who is connected to you. You can be the greatest thing since sliced bread. But if you got broke back jacks hanging around you, they ain't going to want to have anything to do with you. Because your surrounding, right? Your surrounding is toxic for them. My spiritual sons, my spiritual sons and daughters will tell you, before Trailblazers, they get a whole pep talk from me. Like, you don't come here looking like this. Don't come here doing this. You need to have this. You need to make sure you do. And why? Because you can't call me your spiritual father and you look a mess. Not gonna happen. It don't work well with my suitcase. Okay. Right? So if you got broke back jacks around you, right? and lame Janes around you, you need to go ahead, change your circle, because your circle, if they're not willing to come up with you, they need to at least start looking like where all of y'all are going, right? And talking like, well, Genesis is like, yeah, he sure did. And did. All right. So you need to understand that your circles are, and all of this. And so you will understand, if you get your circle together, if you change your confession, if you change your culture, if you change how you present yourself to the world and what you say about yourself, that fear of success will dissipate, and you won't continue to self-sabotage yourself. You just won't sabotage yourself. Okay, Eva, you crazy. So I love y'all. I hope this helped y'all. I really do. My daughters, I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging with me. Y'all came on. Love you so much.
Love you too, Pops.
I will see y'all soon. Listen, if this blessed you and you want to sow, I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity to sow. If you want to. You ain't got to. But I'm gonna give you an opportunity. If you want to sow, you can. You could give via Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. It is right there. You could give via Cash App right here, Venmo, or PayPal. If you want, you can sow into this. If this blessed you and you want to invest in that, that's good. If not, that's fine. I will see y'all on tomorrow. I'm getting on up off of here so I could go hop on to Apostle Springs live to have a good old discussion with them. So if you want to do that, go and find Spring Hume, HUEMME, and we will see you over there, and we're going to have a good discussion about some stuff over there. All right. So I love y'all. God bless. Y'all have a good weekend. Y'all have a good week. Or I say good weekend. Lord Jesus. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Tomorrow, Bible study, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to see you there. Kingdom Life Empowerment Center. All right. So we'll see y'all soon. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't be afraid of success. Just be it. All right. Love you. Bye.